What is going on, YouTube? Crypto for Change here. My name's David, and man, did we have a pretty jam-packed weekend, really last week into the weekend, with some cryptos just running. I mean, you got stuff like SHIB going crazy, just berserk high. You also have some of the projects that I've been calling out in past videos starting to run and move up. We're going to get into some of those and some others on cryptos that I'm buying now and cryptos that I see that have massive potential in the coming months as this altcoin season continues on. So do me a favor and smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the juicy information that comes through this channel. And let's go see what cryptos I'm buying now. So we are over here on coinmarketcap.com, gonna take a look at some of the cryptos that I am buying now. One of my favorite cryptos, if you're following along with the channel, you know it's Algorand. I am just waiting for this one to pop. It has been coiled up like a spring for a long time, and I can't wait to see what happens when the run goes and people start FOMOing into this project, just because of how many use cases it has and the potential it has to really take over this market cap that is out there in some of these other projects, as I do see Algorand having a long-term win in blockchain and in the crypto space. So right now it's sitting at rank 20. I think the highest I've seen it is close to rank 12, almost inside that top 10, and that was earlier this year, just a few months ago, when it ran right over $2. I think it was a high of like $2.30, $2.40. We're going to take a look at that. But right now it's sitting at $1.86, up 3% on the day. As we come down, let's just take a look at the 3-month. Here's that last pop I was telling you about, where it went up to like right around the $2.40 mark. And since then, it's kind of cooled off. It started to consolidate and wait for that next run. And if we take a look at the all-time, you're still going to see that this one still has a lot of potential from where it very first started. So this one started right around $3, and then it got hit pretty bad just because of when, and also a lot of people were looking at the tokenomics of it, which I think actually are going to still position this one to do amazing down the road. But it was as low as 10 cents, and now you're seeing it run all the way up back, above $1. Like I said, the high there being that $2.40. So still a lot of massive potential for Algorand. And obviously, if you're a Algorand governor, you are taking advantage of being in governance and earning those rewards. And you can currently vote for the first measure that's going on. So some amazing stuff going on there. The next crypto we're going to jump into is Decentraland, or MANA is the ticker symbol, M-A-N-A. Now, this is one that a couple months back, I did a video on my top 5 cryptos to buy now, and this was one of them. And it was obviously not sitting above $3 per coin. As we come down, right now its rank is 36. But as we go back and we look, let's say at the year to date, back here is really where I was talking about this one, under 80 cents, so under $1 is when I was bringing that information to you guys, telling you the possibilities that Decentraland was going to have with the metaverse and everything coming alive as it was getting built out. And then the bombshell news dropped. Facebook was going to rebrand itself as the Meta, and Zuckerberg is going to start building out the metaverse, or that Facebook will be transitioning to this new metaverse. Now, if the metaverse is something that you're not very familiar with, stay tuned, as there will be more videos coming out in the coming weeks just breaking down what this metaverse is. But in a nutshell, it's going to be a digital universe that, if you have the Oculus Rift and those VR headsets, you would be able to put those type of things on and go into another reality that is all digital and interact with people all over the world on a whole new level, doing realistically whatever you want. But Decentraland, or the MANA token, gives you the ability to buy land in this metaverse and actually use it and monetize it. So there are so many new things that are going to be coming out with this one. So I still see massive potential for Decentraland. But as you can see, once that news dropped, this thing just it literally mooned like all the memes show. It ran above $4 let's kind of bring it in here. We'll go to the 7-day chart. It kind of ran all the way up to above $4. And it's kind of come back down right at, under 2 or under 3. And then now it's right back above $3 a coin. but I'm still buying this one. I still love it for the long-term potential, especially as the metaverse grows. I mean, right now, if you've seen videos on the metaverse, it's kind of, you know, the graphics aren't amazing yet, and there's so much work that still has to be done. I kind of relate it back to, you know, you look at video games. You know, back when I first started playing video games, it was a PlayStation 1, the Nintendo 64, stuff like that. Even my brothers and me watching them play games. You know, the graphics weren't all that good, but people still were using it and it was growing. And then nowadays, the graphics for the new gen consoles, for the Xbox and PlayStation and PC gaming are just ridiculous. And I think as the metaverse grows and as it matures and becomes more realistic looking, and as you can do more, this is going to be a huge business that people will make a lot of money off of. So I am excited about Decentraland and where it is going. I see this easily being 10x plus in the coming years. So don't be sleeping on Decentraland, ticker symbol MANA. The next crypto I want to talk about is Opulus. Now, this is another crypto that I talked about in past videos that I thought had massive potential, and I was bringing it to you guys when it was at 60 cents and 70 cents, which was on about the day after it got listed. And as you can see, it's up almost 20% on the day. Ticker symbol is OPUL. And it's already over $2.35. So that is already massive gains. If you were following me back when I was buying, I still am buying this one, and I'm also staking it. I'm earning about anywhere between 4 to 6 Opulus tokens a day just through passive staking, and that's huge. And as this one just becomes what I feel it can come, which is even from where it's at now, a 10x plus crypto, that is huge. And one of the reasons why is because it has so much demand on this coin and everyone who's wanting to get in on it, but the max supply is only 500 million, which is a lot lower if you're used to following the likes of Algorand, Yieldly, and some of those, which are 10 billion max supply. This one has such a lower max supply, I could easily see this one getting north of, you know, $15, $20 per coin in this coming altcoin season run and beyond. And as you look over and you see the rank, it is ranked 2,857. So it's still very early on in this one as it is starting its journey into the music copyright-backed NFT space, which that alone is huge. Go on their website right here, opulus.org. Do some of your own research. Learn what this one's all about. I've got past videos going over Opulus if you want to check those out. But this is another project that has huge upside. You don't want to sleep on this. So let's go ahead and take a look at the year. Obviously, if you look back here, it only shows on CoinMarketCap that it ran to like $1.24 on its day of open, but I know that's not true because I was one of the people who bought at $3.40. So I didn't buy all of mine there, but I did buy on the run up. So $3.40 is its high on day one, and it came down, like I said, in that 60 to 70 cent range. I loaded up quite a lot more during that period, and since then I've seen nothing but green as this thing has just ran north of $2. And like I said, I still think it has a lot of potential this bull run and this altcoin season run to get above even that initial point where it started at $3.40. I think we could see above $5, maybe even 10. It really just depends upon the whole overall market and the ecosystem and just how everything is popping off. But you've seen the like of SHIB and Doge and what they've been able to do. So realistically, seeing this one run that much with the use case it has is not that far-fetched. Moving on to the next crypto to buy now is Hedera or HBAR. This is one that also appeared in the same video with Opulus and Decentraland about a month ago. It hasn't yet had the same pop that some of those have, but I still see massive potential with this one as it gets going and as more things start to come out and news starts to drop on HBAR. This one has some big backers like Google, Boeing, and the like. And those are some big companies that wouldn't be just jumping onto a cryptocurrency and being on the governing council of it if they didn't see real world use case and they didn't see the potential for it to grow. So this is one, right now it's ranked 35, right now trading right at 40 cents. Not up that much on the day, but as we come down and we look at, let's go to the year, it's just been steadily climbing. I mean, just late last year, it was sitting right at 3 cents. And since then, it has just continuously moved up. It did set a new all-time high back in September of this year, so just a few months ago at 50 cents. But this is one that once the news starts to drop, I could easily see this going above $1 and beyond. It is also one of those coins, though, that does have a lot higher of a max supply, which some would say is bad tokenomics, or they're not as excited when it has that. But just like Algorand having a max supply of 10 billion, I really don't think that that's going to hurt it too much as the world begins to adopt crypto and buy in. I mean, a few videos ago, I told you guys the statistic that only 25% of Americans were really investing in crypto. And if that's America's statistic, I'm sure it's a lot less in other areas of the world. So as the world starts to adopt crypto, you know, these max supplies, even though they may seem big, I think won't play as big a role. And so I'm still excited to see what HBAR has in store for us in the coming years. And the next crypto I want to talk about is Yieldly. Now, obviously, if you've been following the channel, you know I love Yieldly. It is one of the first DeFi platforms that was built on Algorand. That's where I have most of my crypto that's in Algorand staked, earning me passive rewards every single day that I claim like clockwork. But right now, it is ranked 3,927, so another small cap, similar to Opulus. And as on the day, it's just down 5%. But as we come down and we look at year to date, we're going to see that it started underneath almost half a penny. And actually, if you were in the ICO, I think it was 0.002 is where it actually started. I learned about it and started buying most of mine right here in the 0.006, so almost half a penny. And it had a nice run all the way up to just under 3 cents. And since then, it's kind of been cooling off, consolidating right here in the between the 1 cent and the 3 cent range. I still see a lot of potential for this one. And with the Decipher event coming at the end of November, which is just, less than 30 days away, I know they have some information that they are going to be dropping and some bombshells are going to be going off for Algorand. So I'm excited to see what happens to Yieldly as the year closes out and into the first part of next year, especially with the smart contracts moving from Teal 3 to Teal 4 and Yieldly being able to do a lot more on their platform in the DeFi space. This just has massive potential written all over it. So obviously I am buying more Yieldly and I'm earning more Yieldly every single day through passive staking. And one of the last cryptos that I am buying right now is the Graph. This is also a crypto I've talked about quite a bit on the channel. I see this one as having a very long runway because it's similar to Google. Just like if you were to go on a website and search for something, how to do this, how to do that, the Graph works similar for the crypto space. As people are building dApps on blockchains, they can go to the Graph, they can search and learn how to do stuff, how to build stuff, and I think that has massive potential as this crypto space just evolves and grows. This is also one that I'm actually earning 4% back with using my Coinbase card. So this is a crypto that I'm not only buying here and there, but I also, every single time I go to the grocery store, every time I get gas, every time I pay for my dog's grooming, I'm earning the Graph token, and this is one that I see some massive potential in for the long haul. Right now, it is ranked 42, sitting right now almost a little bit above 6% on the day. It actually did have a decent run. So let's take a look just at the 1 month here. It's had a nice run where it was down like in the 60-cent range, and just a few days ago it ran all the way back above $1. So that's a really good run just in that time frame, and it's now just been sitting right at 90 cents to right above $1, and it's consolidating there. But if we look at all time, this is one that, it had a massive run back early February of this year and has just been sitting kind of right in this zone, but still slowly moving up. And I think as this altcoin season continues on, this is another one that could set a new all-time high, which if it does that, that's easily doubling your money right then and there on a crypto that I believe has a very secure future as we grow and evolve in the whole crypto ecosystem. Those are some of the cryptos that I'm looking at buying right now: Algorand, Decentraland, Opulus, HBAR, Yieldly, and the Graph. They all have a lot of potential going forward, and so I am buying these, staking the ones I can to earn that passive income, and waiting to see what we have in store as this bull run continues in the crypto space. So be sure to be following along and go check out some of my past videos where I talk about some of these cryptos more in depth. Thanks for watching, and let's get out there and make some money.